Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I am pulling out the collab between BTArtbox and LongHairPrettyNails again because I used the one design and I cannot get these ones off my mind. So I also want to try these ones as well. I will have my first video where I showed both designs linked up in the cards. If you haven't watched that video already, I did use their other collection, but today I am going to be using these ones here. These ones were the ones that included that tortoise shell design where it showed that you can only apply that specific design using the regular air dry nail glue, and that kind of like pushed me away from using these, but I just have these ones on my mind and I want to do a nail set using these ones. So this is a collaboration between BTArtbox Nails and LongHairPrettyNails. I have been watching her for a very, very long time. I was like watching her when I was younger, just starting out doing my own nails. I would sit in the living room and watch her with my mom. So it's just crazy that I have nail tips that she designed, like a collaboration with one of my favorite nail brands. Also, look at this packaging. Evie, stunning. I love this little like character design of her here. So these are the XCOATPRESS tips, and let's just open these just so we can take a look at all 5 designs. I also am going to be showing my natural nail prep in today's video. I didn't do that in the other video, but I will be showing that today. So we do have the 5 designs here, and these ones here, when I first opened them, there was this little sticker down here, nail glue only, and it was like on this like tortoise shell design, which this tortoise shell is so cute. And I do understand because like even though they do look jelly and like see-through, the little black spots or even like the little black hearts on them, that is what is making these need to be applied using the air dry nail glue versus a glue gel. That way there isn't spots of like uncured gel underneath the black spots on the nail. So we do have a total of 5 designs in here, which I really like because you can use all 5 designs in one nail set. You can use 2 of the designs, or you can even use all 5 of them. So we have this first one here, some white French tips with some like gold stars, black French tips with some white polka dots, this gold chrome French tip, these red French tips with like 3D design on them. And then of course we have the tortoise shell. So all 4 of these ones with like the nude base, you can apply these using the gel glue, but the tortoise shell, again, these ones you will need to apply using an air dry nail glue just because of those black little spots on the nail. So, which one should I do? I'm kind of thinking like these 3. I really like these 3 together, but I also like, it's going to be a hard decision. I think I am going to go with these 3 here today. I think the gold looks really nice together, and then I really like the tortoise shell. Like, I have to use this one. This is such a popular design. I think it's so pretty, and I also love how the little dots even look like little hearts. Like, that is so cute. So I'm going to use these 3 today. This collection is now available, or it has been available on the BTArtbox website, so I will go ahead and leave that down below in the description box along with my discount code. But now let's go ahead and jump in here and use these. Like I said, this collection has been on my mind ever since I used like the cherry collection. I want to use these ones too. So let's go ahead and jump in. We'll do some natural nail prep and then we'll get these applied. So now we are ready to start with our basic natural nail prep, since we already have our nail tips sized out. And if you choose to prep your full cover nail tips, I am first going to start off with a cuticle pusher and scraper. This is just dual ended and I'm going to be using both ends. I'm just first going to start off with pushing back my cuticle, and then I'll use the opposite end to scrape up any of the dead cuticle on my natural nail plate. The next thing I am going to be doing is using this little tool here. I recently used this and I really like it, and I feel like it does help remove cuticle without needing to pull out an e-file. You can of course go in with an e-file with some cuticle bits to be able to remove your cuticle if necessary, but I feel like mine isn't really that bad. So I'm just gonna go in with this tool here, and it's kind of slanted as you can see, and I'm just gonna use this around the cuticle, and it's just kind of going to get up anything pretty much that like a nail drill would. Just going in a little bit further to help remove any of that stubborn cuticle from my natural nail plate that the cuticle pusher or scraper wasn't able to get up. Now let's go ahead and go in with our cuticle nippers, and again, just going to be using this to nip up any of that cuticle. But now I am finished working on my cuticle growth. I don't have anything on my natural nail plate. So next I am going to go in with a buffer, and I am going to remove the shine from my natural nails. I'm now going to take a stiff dust brush with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and go in and brush the dust away. The rubbing alcohol is also going to help dehydrate my natural nails, which is really nice because we want to remove any oils on our natural nail plate. So starting off with step number 1, they call this the primer, but it is actually the dehydrator. It does say dehydrating primer. It gets a little confusing, but just follow the numbers. But I am going to go in with a layer of this to all of my nails, and this is pretty much just going to act as the rubbing alcohol that I used on my natural nails, and this is going to further remove any oils on my natural nail plate. Then I'm going to go in with step number 2, the bonder, or this is the primer, and I'm going to go in with a coat of this to all of the nails. This is going to prime my natural nails and allow for a better adhesion. If you do struggle with lifting, you can try going in with a second coat of primer. I always do that on my toenails, and I feel like that is one of those little key steps or just little details that I need to do in my prep to have the nails last a lot longer. If I skip that, then generally the toenails do not last as long. So that's just another little tip there. And next, we are going to go in with the 5-in-1 strengthening gel. You can just use step number 3 from the 3-step system, the extension gel, as your base coat, but I personally prefer using this 5-in-1 strengthening gel as my base coat. So I'm going to go in with a layer of this to all of the nails, and then I will do a full cure in my large full powered nail lamp. So now that I have my natural nails prepped, let's go ahead and size out our nail tips. And something I just want to say, these nails, I love them because they are literally so easy. You just prep your nails, size them, apply them, and you're good to go because these are already glossy. They already have the top coat applied. So really these are perfect for at-home use, beginner friendly, or if you just like want a quick nail set. So I think what I'm gonna do is focus on these two, and then have this be like a little bit of an accent nail. So I'll do 2, 2, and then 1. And it's really nice because you get an entire strip of one design, so you will have the sizes for like all of your nails, so you can do really whatever you want. You won't have to worry about not having one big enough for your thumbnail or one small enough for your pinky. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these sized out and place them here on my palette. So here are the nail tips. After I have them all sized out, we are now ready to apply them. And to apply them, I am going to be using the BTArtbox gel glue and also the BTArtbox air dry nail glue. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and start off with the air dry nail glue, and those ones will be the 2 tortoise shell nails. So I do need to open this up. I will also say it's not my favorite method of application using an air dry nail glue. I like glue gel a lot better. I feel like I can get a cleaner result. So I'm kind of just gonna hope for the best here and hope that I can get these applied nicely. So I know that it is good to go in with the nail glue on the nail tip and on your natural nail. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just on my natural nail here, and then I'm going to press down and hold. And I will just hold this in place for a few seconds to allow that nail glue to dry. This is another reason why I like using a gel, because I can hold it down and do a quick flash cure and I know for sure it's in place, versus an air dry nail glue. I feel like I'm always scared to lift up my fingers because I don't want to like mess it up by it not, like me not holding it down long enough and not giving it enough time to dry. Okay, good. One on, that worked out great. So now I'm gonna go in with the thumbnail and just do the same thing, applying the nail glue to the nail tip and then also on my thumbnail. This glue actually dried really quick, so that's good. All right, and then the last one here, just gonna press and hold down. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I got those both on and they look good. I'm gonna be careful though because, oh no, I didn't hold this one down long enough. Okay, it's okay. Just gonna hold it down a little longer here. Oh, so scary. That is why I choose gel. I wish these could be applied using gel, but I do totally understand because of the black spots being on the nail. You don't want to like use the gel and then have those little spots where the light wouldn't be able to reach through. So I totally understand, but I am just not a fan of air dry nail glue. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's on there. I'm going to try not to bump them because I want to let them like settle and dry completely. And while I'm doing that, I am going to pull out my flash cure light here. And then now it's time to use the gel glue to get these other 3 nails applied because they just have that nude base. So I'm going to go in with the glue gel just like I normally would, applying it into the nail tip, adding a little extra product. Always turn on my flash cure light, and then I will go in at the cuticle and slowly lower the nail tip until the gel has reached the free edge of my natural nail. And with these being nude, they are pre-colored and designed to be applied using gel, so you can actually see through that nude base completely just with your natural eye, and you are able to see when the glue gel reaches your free edge, if there are any bubbles. And then with that being said, the light is also able to reach through and cure the gel through the nail tip. So I'm going to get all of these applied and doing my flash cures, and then I will pop them into my nail lamp to be able to do my full cure. That way I know that the gel does fully cure. All of the nails are now applied. That was really quick and easy, even though I did have to use both the gel glue and the air dry nail glue. And I am happy because these tortoiseshell nails, like that design is so pretty. So I am okay with using the air dry nail glue. Now I'm just going to take a hand file and I am just going to file like the free edge just to crisp up the nail shape, because of them being on that little tab, they have like this little piece here. So I just want to straighten everything out. And just like that, we have a beautiful salon looking nail set. And that was just so quick and easy to do. Oh my goodness. Both of these collections from the Long Hair Pretty Nail collab with BTArtbox, they are gorgeous. I am now going to take my cuticle oil. I'm going to apply this to my cuticles, rub that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finishing look of how these nails turned out. I cannot get over how good these nails look and how easy they were to do. Like, you could look at these and think that I walked out of a salon with acrylic nails, and I just applied some pre-colored nail tips using some glue gel and air dry nail glue. Like, look at this result, so beautiful. Evie did a wonderful job with these designs. I am obsessed. I think there are so many different possible looks that you can create with the 5 different designs that are included in this set. And then you can also pick up the other collection and have 5 more designs. These are too cute. I will leave the links to the products that I did use down below in the description box in case you guys do want to pick anything up for yourselves. I really hope you all did enjoy today's video. I am so glad that I used this second collection because the results are so pretty. It was also just such a quick and easy nail set, my favorite. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.